Yeah, the Daedric, yeah.
Much just like,
Hey
you know how
everybody
in
on YouTube.
Skyrim?
Hold up. Hey everybody, it's your friendly neighborhood H10 coming with a Fallout 76 playthrough. I'm going to be on here for like a bit. Not too sure how long, but I'm going to have some fun with friends. And we're just talking about various ideas for D&D. As you were saying before...
So, you know how in... I can't remember the name of it. In Skyrim,
Yeah?
I can't remember the name of the spell to save my life. But it was a spell that what it would basically did was you would summon like a magical weapon made out of your mana.
Yeah. The conjure bound weapons.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, I
so,
played
you
too
know,
much Skyrim.
If the demonic... Yeah, so like if the demonic war spirit,
Yeah?
demonic war god took over, that's
Yeah.
how she would fight. She would like pull out like a draconic thing and, you know, summon like a different type of weapon, and she'd basically be fighting just like a fighter.
Right, conjure up, yeah. You conjure a weapon, yeah. Oh, man,
If the succubus takes over, you know, instead of doing that, she'll fight more like, you know, necromancer type thing, because, you know, that one is more of a necromancer. Necromancer succubus. So, you know, she'll be summoning like zombies and stuff like that, and if she's able to, she would like use her female ways to, you know, control the enemy and stuff like that.
Right.
I think it would be really interesting, you know, to see like how this would happen, you know. It would kind of be interesting, you know. So what's your guys' mage like?
Yeah.
3 split personalities.
Uh-huh.
What? She could either be a cleric?
Yeah, 3 personalities and 2 of them... Yeah. 3 personalities and 2 of them are crazy.
And only one of them is even useful to the party.
Yeah.
That's the one that heals.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that'd be awesome.
It's better than,
that's an interesting concept for sure, and I like the concept and all that, and your world's full.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know my world's like so full of interesting concepts. Thank you.
Yeah, all the concepts you had for this D&D is great, and it's really got a lot of stuff, but I'm saying that your Fallout 76 world is full. I cannot enter. I'm entering mine, so feel free to enter on me as soon as I let you know.
I'm joining you already. I was fucking with you.
Okay, cool.
So,
I wasn't sure, but anyways, one thing for sure.
And then the other thing I was planning on doing.
Yeah.
I know if you ever watched this anime, and shout out to any of your YouTube fans so they know what anime I'm talking about, because it is an amazing anime and it needs to get more exposure.
Mm-hmm.
Gate, thus the JSDF fought there.
What?
Have you ever heard of that one? Gate. Thus the JSDF fought there.
Huh.
So the entire concept of this anime, and that's not the concept I'm taking to the world, so don't worry about it, is modern day Japan gets sent into a fantasy world, so they send part of their army in there. And so there's like incredibly cool scenes of like their infantrymen fighting against like, you know, fantasy era cavalries with demons and ghouls.
Okay.
You know, helicopters and fighter jets going up against, you know, dragons. And things like that.
Okay.
And one of the more interesting concepts in this show was that people, if they wanted to, could devote their lives to a god, and doing service for this god would actually grant them, you know, godhood themselves. So what if we have it to where if Peace decides to, you know, start giving in more to these demons, she slowly begins to gain more and more godlike powers until the point where she transcends and no longer ages and is an all-powerful god.
That is definitely nice and all that stuff. Right, yeah. That is interesting, yeah. That's definitely something I definitely wouldn't mind exploring. Yeah, teleport on me when you get a chance.
I gotta go repair stuff and do stuff like that at my camp, so I'm gonna be there for a while.
Right.
The other concept too that like I was planning on like doing with your character,
yeah,
was like and I'm not, you know, don't take this into the game. It's like if there's an artifactor. I don't know if you remember me talking about that class.
Yeah.
So, you know, like if he's fighting with an artifact himself, that he can
Artifact,
actually, like, you know, fight against you in such a way that you would actually be forced to slowly lose control and be taken over by him.
Yeah. That is definitely
You know,
an interesting thing. Definitely, I definitely support that. Great. I'm
and like
sure.
I'm definitely looking at, like, you know, maybe if you want to, like, we could start like probably like doing certain things where like you start to like question whether or not you're really a human stuff. Like if you think about it, if
Actually,
you
it's
were
an elf.
suddenly turned,
Yeah. If
what?
I'm remember, my character was originally
Yeah,
an elf. So yeah, I get it about the
but you
questioning
know,
who.
questioning your humanity. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like
Yeah, or
if you
elf
think about
humanity,
like,
or whatever you want to call it. Yeah. Definitely.
yeah, because you
Definitely
know you
that.
think about, you know.
Yeah. No, it
And
would
another
also.
big thing I'm definitely wanting to work with is something you brought up, which is like maybe like going extended combat.
Yeah.
You know, if you get hit, there's a chance that you would have to roll a net or D20 to see whether, like, if they already hit you, to see whether or not they hit like some part of your body and you start to lose, you know, oil.
Yeah, that's something. Yeah, that too, and yeah, and also, and oh yeah, no, and you were talking about how I generate power in the my weapons. I was thinking,
Yeah.
in my initial concept of him, he has like two power sources, one for his main weapon and one for himself. So like two
Yeah,
different
and
power sources.
that's
Yeah.
definitely something like I'm keeping in mind. It's like,
Yes. Yeah.
because what I was actually thinking of doing is, oh shit, there was a death. Fuck me, I just got hit by a death ball. One thing I was actually looking at doing is like, especially later on in the game, because you know we're still in the start, so you know it's going to be very small, you know, kind of like basic encounters. But like especially later on in the game, when we start getting into these, you know, longer, you know, you're fighting, you know, hordes of enemies at a time.
Yeah.
That you would actually start to lose steam power, and you would have to be forced to either resort to melee, or you would have to like take, you know,
Yeah.
1 or 2 rounds to allow yourself to generate energy, to generate enough steam so you can keep fighting.
Yeah, yeah, eventually, yeah, and I know in combat, not only will the steam power, not only for my, yeah, not only will my guy will, not only, not only the steam power, lose steam power for my body and have to resort to, moving slower, but also having to manage both the steam power on my weapon too, and also have to worry, would my guy have enough time to reload between shots if he's getting rushed, having to worry about that. That's why you heard me initially when, like in the bar fight, that's why I was like asking about if the weapon was... Yeah, because I wasn't too sure if I were to have shot in that close quarters with that huge gun, if I had enough time to, reload before they're in amongst it. That's why when you said about that,
And not only that too, but like when you start to run out of steam, if you're still trying, like, you can reach a point where not only, like you were saying, kind of like being over encumbered, that
yeah,
you run out of steam and you know you're no longer able to fight.
Fight as effectively.
Also,
yeah, I still got my human muscles, but if my character runs out of steam, he would no longer have the hydraulic assistance to assist his muscles
and
in the
not
moving.
just that, but you could actually get to a point where, you know, you're completely like immobile.
Yeah, if I do it for too long, it'll stress out my muscles and like rip a muscle or something. Yeah.
Yeah, and then you will be like completely done. And then like the other thing, you know, I was thinking of going with like a Gundam idea here, where, you know, let's say, you know, because you're basically a robot. You know, if you block an attack,
yeah,
you know, if you block an attack or you get hit, you know, depending on where you get hit and the amount of damage they do, they could actually break that part of your body.
Yeah.
And you're basically sitting there, you know, that part of your limbs no longer mobile.
Yeah.
You know, little crazy ideas from a redneck.
Right.
Do you not have a decontamination shell?
No.
But yeah. Okay, let's do this, boy.
Mm-hmm.
You wanna fast travel to White Springs?
Oh, you can drop the shotgun in here.
Oh, I gotta pick it out of the chest.
Yeah.
I have, God, I have so many weapons. I have a legendary combat rifle. There's a legendary shotgun, a legendary 50 cal machine gun, and a vampire flamethrower.
Yeah, since I
Do you
got
have any
things,
adhesive?
I do have a little bit of adhesive. But my character, I'm having my character rest for a little bit, so give me a few seconds.
I'm just gonna go over to White Springs to see what the new thing is all about.
Right. If you and also close the door.
Oh yes, it is a legendary event. Fuck yeah, Mischief Night. Let's do this. Mischief
Right.
Night's going on. You wanna join?
Yeah, I'll join.
People say a man.
And
Literally, this is the greatest event ever. All
okay.
you do is blow up cars and like graffiti walls and everything.
Okay. Hey Goose, are you by chance subscribed to me on YouTube?
Yeah.
Okay, sweet. Just wanting to check, and I was I was talking things over with Dugers and hi guys, and we're okay at some point having having some kind of thing to go along a campaign or whatever to go along with our stuff, our combined backstory, and yeah. And of course, he and the way that our alignments work, you could easily have some kind of intrigue go between the three of us too, easily.
You want a legendary Gatling gun?
Yeah, sure. Let's alright, is somebody down?
Hey.
Hello. Invite me too. And make it quick, because I have something about to explode in. Thank you. Oh, shit!
I'm dropping it right here.
Alright. Ah, thank you.
Yeah, fuck your shit. Here we go.
Hey,
Oh, hey.
are you okay?
Yeah, I was just super focused.
Okay.
I didn't really eat much today.
Sorry to hear that.
Oh, that's alright. That's my own fault.
Right, but that doesn't mean that I'm suddenly going, not feel bad or anything, you know?
Oh, yeah. Well, you're nice.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
That's a lot of...
Hey, could you help me, Aiston? I can't switch off the robots.
What about the robots? Oh shit, I just
they're
pressed
attacking me.
Me too. Where are you at currently?
Dealing with an assault one that really wants me to die.
I got a couple. I just saw with some of the Protectrons. But I also got an Assaultron too. If we can get towards, I think up to the west of you, so if you can get that way towards the trade station, that'd be awesome. I'll definitely help you out that way. Oh, I see you. I think you were fighting the same Assaultron. That was the same Assaultron I was fighting. Let me see if I can get revenge on you there, buddy.
It's alright.
Oh, I engaged in combat with this thing. It's dead.
I'm gonna go do an adhesive run up at Grafton.
Alright.
Because I need fucking...
I got some
Fuck
adhesive.
us.
Here.
Oh, well, I'm already up at Grafton.
Alright.
I mean, plus, I really just want to... I'm surprised Dev and Peace haven't gotten on yet.
Right, yeah.
I mean, I was telling some people, like, they're like, how could he play this game? It's so bad. I'm like, A, the events are fun, and B, even without the events, it's still a lot of fun because of just how enjoyable it plays. I'm gonna force to tell everybody, yeah, there's a lot of bugs in this game, but it's still so much fun.
Yeah, there's a lot of bugs and a lot wrong with it, but it also is still fun, and I still do find enjoyment too with it.
Yeah.
What the deuce?
Hey, so I'm guessing High Guy and the other guy is gonna the professor.
Yeah.
Are both gonna be like the old people that used to work on you.
Yeah.
Correct?
Yeah. Professor Dugers is like was the head old guy, the head old wizard, and High Guy is like the assistant. Well, and there was like a whole bunch of others that, but they were like the only two that managed to escape. And I happened to have led the escape attempt. There was basically the facility was big. It was the Dugers had a lot of people working for him. High Guys, it was just was the only one that actually survived when I led the escape. There was a whole bunch of the Super Soldier program had a lot of corpses they were trying to bring back to life, and I did lead a good chunk of them, and I was able to do this because I was one of the few that actually gained sentience. And so needless to say, we were Dugers was planning to go full evil, and it was inspired by that spirit that was possessing our cleric. He got inspired by her and combine some other stuff. Yeah, Helena got inspired by some of the spells she bought and incorporated into the Super Soldier program, along with a few others, and then he hired a bunch of people to bring the corpses that were being made by the war back to life and turn them into some super soldiers, and they also took some some of the tech.
Professor Dugu is what, a necromancer?
I guess he wasn't. He did kind of, but he also reverse engineered some of the technology that we was it that
Yeah.
that the humans use too, and so I guess he kind of
I'm
is
guessing he's an elf or what?
elf. Both of them are elves, and so of course they do plan on having some degree of like, was it high guys? Is it supposed to be this neutral good, while Duger's is more
Well, then the
more a bit
question
evil?
is how
Yeah.
how are they going to incorporate it into the story right now with you guys working for the human government?
They basically right about now, they're off doing their own thing currently, and they want us to and the agreement is that we'd somehow run into them, somehow, and Duger's does.
If they're both evil, what I could think.
No, Duger's is evil. Well, Duger is evil, while a high guy's neutral good.
Okay, going back to what I was saying, what I
Yeah.
could think about the way I could make this work is that. So, and I don't know if High Guy's gonna like this idea. I could make High Guy kind of be like the eagle for Professor Dogood. You know what I mean?
I
Get
hear
my
you.
reference?
Yeah, he's basically one of the well, yeah, like an underling. Yeah, I get it. And I'm sure
Yeah, like the second in command.
yeah, one of the
Right.
ones, one of them, one of the assistants. Yeah, but like Duger's had like a bunch of them, and he was just like one of many
Right.
Igors.
And
If that
the
makes
way
sense.
I was thinking of incorporating it too is like he was also like the favorite too.
Okay. Yeah.
And so so we could have it to well.
Yeah.
The destruction of the facility was that the elves,
The,
realizing what was going on, let me finish,
yeah.
was so disgusted by this because they, like I was saying in the beginning of the story, they are very against this whole idea of combining these different doing this kind of thing. So
Yeah,
when they found out what Professor Dugu was doing,
It is.
they stormed the facility and basically
And
attempted to arrest him and Professor Dugood.
Duger's. Yeah.
Right?
I hear
And
you.
so we run
I-
into them basically because they're running from the law. They're hiding out in the town that we're currently at.
Yeah, but I have a little bit of a different thing is that they were the thing that Duger's Duger's High Guy and I agreed is that I was the one that led the escape. So maybe somehow they were about to go arrest them, and as they were attempting to like hide the evidence, I led the escape.
I mean,
and
my whole thing was that you basically, at that time, they were testing you.
yeah.
So, you always test the product before releasing it.
Yeah, and they didn't really tell the government about the necromancy part. They left that conveniently out, and during them like testing one of the product testing things, I escaped, along with I led a bunch of super soldiers out with me, but I was like one of the only super soldiers that survived. Duger survived, High Guy survived, and not many else survived the escape. There's like heavy casualties on all sides, essentially.
Right, so it's basically what Professor Duger did was that while they were testing you, when they came in to arrest you, he just activated all of them.
No, more like
and
they did not. Actually, before they realized
the ones that they had ready, and they basically used them to create a diversion so they can escape.
Yeah.
And what happened was that you were the only one that was fully ready.
Yeah.
So they used you. They took you with them, and then kind of because there's so many cops and everything.
Right. I hear you, and that is nice, but they kind of felt. The thing is, how about? I was thinking is that, okay, that does sound nice, but how about this? They wanted to arrest they went to see it. They wanted to arrest, but they saw the vast number that was involved, and as they were calling for backup, I led the escape, and there was just heavy casualties on everybody's side, from the escapees to the police and Duger and his staff, from his Duger's staff. And Duger's was able to slip out. A high guy was able to slip out. I slipped out, and like a few of the, and a small number of the cops and the officials in escaped too. And Duger's is like, Duger's and High Guy both want to be a part of the team, but Duger's wants to eventually do like a double cross sometime down the line, and wouldn't mind being like the big bad of his own campaign. But he's also
that actually works out very well, because what I was actually thinking of was that the big villain for like the whole big, the first big story arc for us.
Yeah.
Because you guys will be like going against a lot of demons and stuff like that have been causing a lot of rampage.
Yeah.
And so that's being caused by Professor Dogood summoning demons to kind of get revenge on both the humans and the elves.
I was thinking
what he wants to.
What
he wants to do.
I hear you. Have it be like the demons that are running amok escaped. Duger's experiments that were kind of summoned in accidentally a few other unaligned demons, and these are demons he didn't even mean to.
Because he was using their powers to kind of. Well, I was going to say he was using their powers to kind of, prevent.
Well, no, I get where you're coming from. I was thinking like his powers. He didn't summon them. The powers, they just accidentally appeared. He didn't mean to summon them. Just that he was, using the powers, and then they just happened, and they just appeared, and the fact that they were out in public was just a sheer coincidence. And one of these,
because they were attracted by the amount of dark necromancy.
Yeah,
and so basically what Professor Dogood is doing right now is he joins the team
to fix his mistake, because he did not intend for these
to cover
demons.
Up his own tracks.
Yeah,
and so he eventually has to betray the group.
Yeah,
because we find out.
Yeah, that
of what's going on, of how they were how you guys were created. Whether that be because because what I was thinking too would be an interesting plot twist, since Professor Dogood is a wizard elf as well.
Yeah.
What if we have that Peace was secretly part of the staff?
Yeah.
But during the escape, she hit her head, has amnesia now, and so what could happen is that while you guys fighting one of the last big demons, this triggers Helena to have a flashback, revealing that she was actually working for Professor Dogood. She was the one that called the Elven police on them because she was so disgusted by the use of necromancy.
Yeah, and that
plot
does sound
twist within plot twist within plot twist, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Triple plot twist. I'm making a pretzel out of this campaign arc right here.
Yeah, and Duger's, we were thinking that I also was thinking that Duger's was inspired by that demon. That she wasn't. That she was inspired by the demon. And
that's how the demon inspires her. Is because unbeknownst to Helena, the demon has always been with her.
Yeah, and
that she was actually, because this is what I was going to go for. Yeah. She was actually she originally was possessed by Elena.
Yeah.
And through that, she was slowly using necromancy to create the rise the undead to be used for the robots.
Yeah. Yeah. Before Helena died and possessed Helena, she was in the final kind of days and months and years before that, she somehow bumped into Duger's, and she inspired
And
him,
so
and then she
what we
died,
could
and
do,
but then after that she passed or moved to hell, and then possessed Helena, or our cleric.
Helena.
Possessed, yeah.
What about
Yeah.
this? What about this? We make this even better.
Right.
So, just like with Fallout, when you revive
Yeah.
something, it has
Yeah.
a little bit of health, right?
Yeah.
So, Helena used to be, one of the people that was healing what she thought were wounded soldiers, because like Professor Dago was secretly running this, you have to have a front for your dirty corrupt stuff, right? So this
Yeah.
used to be a hospital, and
Yeah.
so they would use the dead bodies that
Yeah.
died from injuries.
Yeah,
Now,
and-
Helena was one of the clerics helping to heal these people. Let me finish.
Yeah.
And when she found out, called the cops and everything, and she reported it, they discovered Elena, who was secretly, her great grandmother. Nobody really knew this.
Yeah.
And because Helena was directly related to her, in the last moments before the cops killed her, she used her last of her energies to possess Helena.
Well, yeah. And I was thinking, like, these two were.
And this whole time, she's been secretly gaining strength, and that because of the raid on the cops and the battle that ensued, the many, many casualties that you were talking about, what happened was the building collapsed. And so
yeah.
Helena was one of the quote-unquote few survivors,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
the
And that,
reason why she has amnesia. Should we tell a piece
Yeah.
about this, or should we just like do it as a major plot twist to surprise?
Yeah, major
them?
plot twist. Yeah, and have her not like be a part of the staff of Duger's staff. Have her like be the staff of the hospital that he
That's
was.
what I was gonna say.
Yeah, she was like a staff of a hospital nearby, and Duger's was buying bodies
No,
from
'cause
her.
you see, I was
Or
gonna
stealing.
actually
Oh, I
do
know.
a secret
You have it. Have
thing.
Yeah, have-
Professor Dogood was
Yeah.
a well-respected medical doctor
yeah,
on the team.
yeah. And worked
so-
for the.
No, I got it even better. And he
Oh.
was actually having a relationship with Helen.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And he had he was like on the same staff at the hospital, but he also built the facility. They had the super soldiers close by. So, and that's why no
I
one
was gonna
questioned.
say just do it in the basement of the hospital.
Yeah, I was
So,
thinking.
nobody would be suspicious of it. The
Yeah.
thing about because I think
Oh,
the thing about Wong Hospice, I'm not thinking about the big, like the ones we have nowadays. I'm talking about like the olden ones that used
Yeah.
to be, acres upon acres of land. You know what I
Right.
mean?
I hear you, and
And
oh,
so
oh,
these
I have an
acres of
idea.
acres of land.
Yeah, I have
What?
it. You could have when the facility is like underground, not too far away, but like the basement of the hospital is connected
Yeah.
to the facility, and
And
that's how.
what I was gonna say.
Yeah,
Is that because they have so much land, but,
Yeah.
especially in olden days, things such as going outside and getting fresh air was considered a medical treatment.
right.
And so what happened was that using this vast amount of land,
Yeah,
he used one of the old abandoned hospital buildings.
as the base.
And,
Yeah,
right. And what happened was that the old abandoned hospital building was kind of like being renovated, and part of the renovations was he secretly had it that they connected it to all the other buildings, the basement to
Yeah.
all the other buildings, and he built a big underground laboratory through those secret renovations.
Oh yeah, that sounds fantastic. We'll have it be like as a surprise. Yeah, that
Yeah.
sounds amazing.
And
Yeah,
what happened was that after this raid, the whole hospital shut down.
yeah.
So the
and,
final campaign is this hospital, which is close to the human border, because
Yeah.
there's a demon there that's
Yeah.
basically this very high-powered,
That-
mage,
that
earth
happened-
mage, creating golems, sending them wild throughout the land.
yeah, and
And
have
so
them
while
attracted
you're
to
battling
the
it,
yeah.
what I'm
it's
really
attract-
want to do is like while we're battling it, is that
Yeah.
like its last breaths, like right before
Yeah.
you guys kill it, he like tells everybody what happened.
Yeah,
And
Oh, yeah, and
so
yeah, and I'm sure Dugas
literally
would be
that
happy.
moment with everybody tired,
Yeah.
about to probably die, running low on health potions, you all have to fight Professor Dago now.
Dugas, yeah, yeah. That does
What do you
sound
think
amazing.
about that?
That sounds amazing. Yeah, yeah. And it's that's when you
And,
find
like,
out that he
Most
that-
of this,
yeah.
most of these crests, like the way I'm planning on doing them,
Yeah.
is, you know, the first stage is, you know, we're kind of like doing Bandit's Crest while we try to figure out the location of these demons, because these demons
Yeah.
are working with bandits
Yeah.
to break his power and things like that.
Yeah.
And so, you
as
know,
you're-
campaigns are kind of like that.
Yeah, and all the while you find out that they're just attracted to something. No one's like summoning them. They're just attracting to this. They just got attracted to the experiments that
Because-
made me. But
And
they didn't know.
because
Yeah,
It's just like with Ghosts in the modern world.
Yeah.
They're attracted to the place of sadness, anguish,
Yeah.
and dark energy.
yeah.
And that's
so,
what this hospital is.
Yeah, and that's So yeah, exactly. Yeah, it sounds amazing. Yeah, yeah. I'm sure that. Yeah, I'll let Dugers know about the that we fleshed out a bit more of his backstory, which I'm sure he'll be.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And then the
You
best part
guys
is
seem
that
amazing.
Oh, thank you.
and that best, and then no, you know what I'm actually planning on doing with this next campaign?
What?
I've got a major plot twist planned for Dev.
Oh, cool. That's cool. Like what?
You know how Dev's like this like roguishly handsome guy who seems to only really want to fuck?
He was ugly and he's a virgin.
What do you mean he's ugly?
Okay, at least he was ugly at one point, but went through something that made him beautiful, like a deal or something.
Nope, even worse than that.
What? He
He's
got
gonna
cursed?
get a threesome, but the threesomes are all controlled by the succubus.
Oh,
And so he's basically gotta, like, he's about to get in bed with them, right?
right.
And he has to then fight all of them with no armor and only his sword and his underwear.
Oh no! I love it. It's so sadistic.
And
I
then
love
we
it.
all storm in, because, like, we hear the fighting going on, so we
Yeah.
all storm in on him naked with 3 dead prostitutes in his
Yeah.
underwear with a sword.
Oh yeah, and I'll be
It's
more
like
than
the
happy.
perfect it's the cliche comedy scene.
Oh yeah.
It's not what it looks like.
Yeah, and yeah, you got freaking, you got me with my freaking big blunder, my big cannon that I use as a blunderbuss, going, yeah,
And then the
sure it
best part
is,
that
buddy.
and then the best part is that he, who is secretly having a mental war with the succubus,
Yeah.
the succubus is like slowly just whispering sweet nothings in it. Oh, you're telling her that, you know, she should totally take advantage of this.
Oh, no. Oh god, I
And
love
then I
it.
got the perfect thing.
Yeah.
Lucinia, the female
Yeah.
bard we have, just
Yeah.
looks down and goes, I thought it would have been bigger.
Oh god. and I'll add in like, it's like I'll add in something like, apparently I was underestimating how much bigger I was. Yeah. If you remember.
Oh no,
Yeah.
there's what. Hey, if you want to, there's worse stories I could play out with.
Oh yeah, I hear. Yeah, I remember that prostitute. How how I found him by the prostitute. He was like, "Oh, mine are rotten," and I'm like, "Well, at least I got 6 inches on you down there."
Oh no, like
Yeah.
you see, like I love doing things like this.
Yeah.
Like these are the kinds of stories I love doing. It's
Yeah,
like,
me too.
just
Yeah,
fucked up beyond measure. Did I tell you
Sweet.
the story about the orphans I did once with my friends in college?
no. Explain.
I think I might get banned from YouTube for this one.
Oh, don't worry. It's just my account, so don't worry. Tell me.
So I had some friends, right? These were all like, you know, upstanding adventurers, right? And we're good couples of campaigns and stories. You know, they're already pretty well known.
Right.
So they're like already like local heroes in the human kingdom, right?
Right.
Is there somebody else listening in? Because I feel like there is.
I think one other guy. Yeah, I think it's like it was. Okay. Okay, this is gonna be
So,
fun.
They go, so they're looking for this other demon, right? Because, you know,
Right.
that's kind of like my favorite storylines. Like, you know, you're looking for
Okay,
demons. You know,
then.
what better way to
Right.
gain fame?
Yeah.
And so they go into this town, right? And this
Right.
town is like one of those like old, you know, like military towns like experienced the boom and is now in the middle of a bust because it's a mining town. So,
can you hear me? Can you hear me?
At the prospect.
Wait. Start again because you are going in and out. Hello? Hello?
Hello.
Hey. Don't tell me he's unable to hear us because of his connection.
Left him while going deeper into.
Wait, hold up.
Hello?
Hey, we cannot hear you. Yeah, we adjust your mic.
I heard him for a minute.
H10, can you hear me?
Not really.
Can you hear me now?
A bit better.
Okay, good.
Okay.
So,
oh God.
Like I was saying, it's
Hold
the
up.
town that's experiencing, a bust.
Yeah.
The economy's in shambles, so the mine owner trying to cash in has, been digging deeper and deeper. And the mines have been collapsing a lot more regularly. So there's a lot of orphans. So the party walks in.
Wait, hold up.
And a couple of the orphans
Start
go
from
on a field trip to see them. So they all get very excited, getting to meet, these big heroes,
Yeah.
They're like local celebrities.
Right.
So I have them basically spend the day with them, they agree to. So, they're all sitting there, having the time of their lives, taking them out, spending the day with them, doing typical stuff you do with an orphan, right? So the whole while, the team's questioning me, like trying to see if they could figure out, where the demon is. Because, they were looking for a demon based on wrath, very angry, demon that's very pissed off because they killed, in one of the earlier stories, they killed his brother, basically.
Right.
So they're trying to figure out, where this demon is. So the nun of the nun and the priest of the orphanage tells them, hey, you guys should come join us for supper. I think it'll be great. The kids really enjoy spending the day with you. So as they're sitting down eating supper, I had all of them roll a perception check. Nobody rolled anything strange. Nobody passed. Next moment, all the orphans suddenly pulled out daggers from their cloaks and began attacking the adventurers.
Oh no. Yeah.
They were all secretly working for the demon.
Oh no, that sucks.
And the demon went through the town, operating this orphanage as a priest, and was slowly corrupting the children and turning them into little mini demons under his control.
Oh no, shit.
I practically was never allowed to DM for like a good 3 days like that again. They were all pissed off that I made them kill orphans.
I can't really blame them. They had to kill orphans. Granted, I get points.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I give you points for creativity. Hey, you're back. Can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
Hey, I heard you about you said something about the orphans were working for the demon. Yeah, that's fucked.
Yeah, during this dinner, the demon ordered the kids to attack the adventurers.
Yeah, that's fucked. Granted, I like the creativity and all that stuff. Points for that, but fuck, can you really blame those other people for what you did?
Peace. Can you hear us?
Yep.
So we figured out your backstory.
Oh, good.
Don't worry about it. It's gonna be a plot twist that you're not gonna see coming. and we're gonna tell
Yeah.
you later on in the campaign, okay?
Right.
Because you know we don't want to ruin the surprise for you.
Yeah.
Alright.
Are you okay with that?
So, you finished my backstory?
Yeah.
Yeah, because
You're gonna love it. It's very, very
Okay,
interconnected
cool.
and interesting.
Sure. Sounds
So-
cool.
Yeah.
Yep. Hey, so I gotta
And
ask
then-
you this permission because I feel like I should.
Yeah.
Do you because I was asking H10 this. It was an interesting idea I was reading about online because you know I do a lot of research before I create a campaign. So one of these ideas I was reading was that if you're battling a demon, have it to where any magical characters you have, right when the demon's about to die, it possesses them. Do you think that would be too messed up if I get you possessed again?
No, it makes sense if it's a possession style demon.
Because me and
And H10.
H10 were talking about this. What if we have you have a succubus, basically a succubus necromancer. So, you have your demon form where you're summoning demons and fighting like that. What if you then and you have your cleric, so you're healing, you're a backup guy. But what if you get you possessed by a demonic war god that has the ability to summon mana infused weapons? So you basically like using your hand create like a sword made that's a physical manifestation of your mana.
Yeah.
And basically you're a Leroy Jenkins fucking character that just charges into battle. And just overpower everything using your powerful strength and your unparalleled style in combat. Like you're basically like a fallen knight, you know what I mean? Or a fallen war god that's just like been forgotten by time.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, there's something. Yeah. Yeah. I definitely find it interesting and stuff, and I find it cool. And I have to go to the bathroom. And you know what? I'm gonna call the stream here. I'll be
Well,
back
if you
with
want
another
to,
stream
because what I
soon.
was thinking